Good morning, lovely Saturday morning. The temperatures have been reaching really low recently. Look at it, it's all icy, and currently got a temperature of 0 degrees, although yesterday was lovely -2, which is very strange. It's starting to warm up. It's now April. Woo! I told you it was -2. You didn't believe me, did you? So the temperature's now, it ain't really warming up, really. Never mind. Look, this is an interesting thing. Got the radio on. 19, right? So, there we go, 19. No static, no noise, everything's perfect, wonderful. Turn the volume up a little bit. Then I want to try and steer. What's going on? I mean, I'd understand if that was electric steering, but it ain't electric steering. It's a hydraulics. It's got a hydraulic pump and everything. What on earth? That explains why there's a lot of noise when I'm driving. Sometimes I think it's a bit strange. I'm sitting here, I'm sitting still, and it's nice. And I got to drive, and all of a sudden, all this noises come up, and I'm thinking, oh, it's a dirty area. It ain't. It's my bloody steering wheel. Bit of rain. What's going on here? Bit of rain, look. Well, that scarpered the plans for today. Scarpered the plans for this afternoon, that is. I was going to take the Land Rover apart and try and fix the exhaust leak, but I'm not going to be doing it in this rain. That's for sure, my friends. That's for sure. Alright then, you lot, I've got to get this out to go and vacuum out the car, because, well, you know, it's always good to try and keep things clean, but we're going on, getting a couple of, in a little while's time, we're going on a trip. I love road trips, really do love road trips. It's just so nice, especially when you're driving a car you like to drive. And we're going to Peppa Pig World of all bloody places. I'm excited about it. I mean, this year's going to be a bloody good year, I think. Got a lot of stuff happening planned to be happening this year, and it's going to be the nuts of a year. So before we go, I want to make sure my car's nice and clean on the inside. I ain't done it for a while, but the trouble is I've lost a little thing that goes on it, on this on the end of it. You know, you got the crevice tool. I can't find it anywhere. It's no good trying to vacuum out a car with that bloody crevice tool, because all you can do is little bits of carpet in the shed. You can't get in there with the little grooves and things, can you, without a crevice tool? So I've got to try and find it. I don't know what I've done with it. Also, I'm going to fix the exhaust manifold leak and grease up them ball joints to see me through the journey. 2.5 hours there or thereabouts. 2.5 hours back. 5 hours driving in total, roughly. So I want to make sure I ain't got no exhaust leak, because what that'll do, my friends, is if I keep that there, it'll wear a little groove in the head where it's leaking. It'll just, where the gas is coming out, the fumes are coming out, it'll wear a little groove there. And then it will never seal again. You have to get it skimmed off. I'll have to get it skimmed off, but then that means taking the head off, and you can put sealer in it, you could do all kinds yourself, but to get a proper seal you need to get it skimmed afterwards, after you've got that groove. But I won't do that. You don't know me, I'm a bit of a bodge. I'll do whatever it takes to get it going. So if I have got the groove there, I will just stick a load of sealer in it and keep puffing it out with sealer. But the gasket won't seal, especially this, because the gasket I've got for it is this metal one. It's the one that you usually put on it, genuine Land Rover part inlet and exhaust gaskets, you know. So this is the one that I've got to go on it. It's not genuine, is it? But you know what I mean. So that will never seal if there's a groove. So I want to try and do that before there's a groove, before a groove starts to appear. And it's a pain when that happens. Any of you lot that have had that happen in the past, where you've had an exhaust leak and you've let it go, and then when you take the manifold off, there's like this little channel, and you're like, right, damn it, yeah, that's what'll happen. Anyway, let's go and I'm gonna try and find this bloody crevice tool now. Well, I found them after about half an hour of looking, but what I haven't got is I can't find it anywhere. Is the little thing. It's like a little tube that's a bit thinner, and it goes in that one, also goes in that one, see, like a joining tube, because they don't go in each other. That's so stupid why they do that. I don't know why they do that. Why do they do that? Because this is a pneumatic crevice tool. Might not be genuine, but it's one. So why don't they make that bloody thing that fits in there? Look, oh, I found a screw. That's very stupid. So now I've got to try and find the thingamajig tube. Ah, here we go. How many of you remember a while back I said that, remember Race Spec? There's a company that sell motocross parts for dirt bikes. They're called Race Spec. They blocked me on Twitter, and they blocked me on, I don't know why, but they blocked me. So they've still blocked me. That was about 2 years ago, 2 years ago, something like that. They still blocked me. I went on there the other day to have a look. I wouldn't want to buy nothing. I was just having a look to see what they sell now, see what they've changed, whatever. I was bored. I was waiting for one of the videos to render. I thought I'm gonna have a look on Race Spec. It's still blocked. What a load of idiot. What's that all about then? They didn't like it that I didn't like one of their products, and I said it was bad, and their customer service was a bit bad, and I said they were a bit bad customer service. They blocked me. Found it. I found it. So I've got a dusting brush to do all the little nooks and crannies around the buttons and things on the dashboard. Yeah, look at that. Stupid idea, but it's yeah, at least it works, I suppose. There we go. Right, I'm going to clean the car now. Oh, look at that spick and span. I've had a good old clean out, and I've washed the mats and everything. But I'm going to have a look because I've noticed I'm losing coolant. I've got a coolant leak on the engine, obviously. I've got a bit of an oil leak still from that turbo, but I've got about half a turn on the bolts, so that might be alright. I've turned the boost down because it was over boosting, and I'm gonna have to try and I need to get some more coolant because I've got to take the coolant pipe off in order to fix that manifold leak, because I've got to move the power steering pump, or is it the aircon pump? I think it's power steering pump, one or the other. Got to move that out of the way. But I'm just gonna get me whatchamacallit out, nanocom, just to have a little read, see if I've got any codes. There'll be an overboost code, and I might go for a drive in a minute. I've got someone coming to pick up that pit bike. My pit bike's gone, my pit bike's been sold. Someone's coming to pick that up in a minute, so after that I might go for a drive and see what the boost is at, and we'll go from there. Because it ain't no good, you go down a motorway, you put your foot down to overtake a lorry and it goes into overboost, then you've got no power. So here we go. We've been through this before, you've seen me do this many times. But I can guarantee in here there'll be at least one, and it'll be overboost working. There we go. Turbocharger overboosting. No. Logged. Can't tell you what the date was though, does it? I suppose it was. Somehow with this thing. I don't know what 22 means, but oh well. Turbocharger overboosting, yeah, we know that. I wish it told you the PSI that it overboosted at. I think it's 21 on here. I think 21 PSI is the most that the sensor can read. I don't know, actually. Right then, what I was supposed to be doing this morning was I was going to change the water pump. Pump bearing, not bearing, tensioner, and a guide and everything to do the pump, change the water pump and everything, and the belt, obviously. But I haven't really got enough time. Got my trusty Haynes manual here. Quite trusty, these manuals. Bought this a while back to do a few jobs, and in there it just states, it just says jack it up, take the wheel off, take off the inner arch and the splash guard, which is that down there, and then it shows you pictures of you being able to see the whole engine, and everything. You can see it all. It's up there. It's all up there. And all that. But you can see it from above. If you look down, you can see everything. But it's so close. It doesn't say anything about having to put the engine down, because it's obvious from looking at that. I mean, that's all frame, that's all chassis, and in their pictures, I'll show you. And you know, it's gonna, if I start fanning around up there taking engine mounts off, and then I've got to go and get another jack, get another axle stand and all that, and I've only got one jack, one axle stand that'll fit under there, and I've got to use another jack to put underneath the engine and lower it down. Then I'll probably have to hire it up again to get to the top pump. It's going to take me too long. I haven't got enough time. I've got to get this back together because I've got to use it. This jack is the shittest jack in the world. It's meant to be an aluminium racing jack, but it weighs literally like, it's ridiculous. And it says lifting capacity 2,500 kilogram, 2.5 tons. That's how much the whole jack weighs, 2.5 tons, not how much it can lift. It's ridiculous. I paid like 80 quid for that. It's the worst jack in the world, and it doesn't even move. You can't roll it. It rolls, they roll, but you can't push it. Shit. Oh, it's always disappointing when things like that happen, because that water pump really needs changing. That's on nearly 210,000, 209,000, so nearly 210,000 miles now, that engine. And I bought it from the NHS, the National Health Service, and I've got all the documents and paperwork. It was serviced on time, bushes were changed, tyres were changed, everything was changed when it needed it done, because it was a government vehicle. You know, they just did it. Money was no object. But there's no paperwork, no mention in my sheets and sheets of paperwork to mention the water pump was changed or the auxiliary belt. All the oils were changed on time and everything, according to the manufacturer's specifications, which is stupidly 18,000 miles. But there you go. I do the oil every 3,000 miles now. But the belt's never been changed. It doesn't look, it's not cracked. It's shiny, but it ain't cracked, so I think I'll be alright. But it's the pump that I'm worried about, because you can hear it going. It's the water pump, and I think, well, if the water pump's gone, is making that noise, then so is all the, you know, the tensioner's going to be, it's still going to be the same amount of wear. And when I was taking all the screws out and bolts out to take out the wheel arch, they'd never been taken out. There was no marks on them. They were still, you know, that has never been taken out, I don't think. You can tell if it has, because there'll be marks on the bolts. You know, you lot know what I'm talking about. You know, the hexagon heads who have a little bit of wear in them. You know, where they were fresh. So I don't think it's ever been done. So it's a bit worrying, but I ain't got time to be fanning around with that. When I read that in the Haynes book, I thought I'll have a quick look, see how long it's going to take. It's got 2 spanners, which means it's alright for the DIYer, but I don't care about that, because changing a water pump's piss easy anyway. It's just getting to it that's the trouble. But then when it said all you need to do is take off the inner arch and the splash panel, and then you can get to it, I was like, oh, brilliant. And then I see the pictures that I showed you, and I was like, oh, that's piss easy. It's right there. Take out the plastic arch, and a whole lot will be right there, and I can do the belt, take the pump out, put a new pump in and everything. But then as soon as I took off the plastic arch, and I was like, it's fucking chassis there. What's that all about? And then that's when I showed you lot. And I ain't got enough time to be fanning around, taking off engine mounts, because there's 2 on that side. I need another jack. That one's shit down there. So I need to be, I need more time, basically. Plus it's raining now. It's windy as hell, and it's just started to rain, so luckily I packed up just in time. That ain't the sort of job you want to be doing outside when it's windy and raining. Really, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to bring that down on the driveway when I've got like a whole day or something. It's probably only going to take about 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours probably. you know, once I get going, but I need more time. Yeah, time's going. I've got to go and do some building work. I may make a video on that, actually. May make a video, and that might be fun. Anyway, this video will continue on somewhere else, because there's not enough for one video, so I'll see you later on, dudes. Take care.